come into a standing position, mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands at your heart center, maybe arms alongside your body, feet hip distance or feet together, and close your eyes. With the eyes closed, allow yourself to take a moment to connect to whatever is touching the ground, connecting to the earth, and gently shifting your weight into the balls of your feet, into the heels of your feet. Distributing your weight on all four corners of the feet. Feeling grounded, feeling present, feeling connected. Taking a moment to connect to your breath, your inhales, reaching up towards the sky with the crown of your head, and your exhales, connecting a little bit more towards the earth. A couple more rounds like that. With every inhale, reaching up, lengthening your spine. With every exhale, feeling grounded, feeling present. We're adding a little bit of movement to the breath. Open your eyes, reach your arms towards the sky, inhale. As you exhale, fold, hinge your pelvis over your front thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, long neck. Exhale, fold. Couple of rounds like that. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky, half sun salutations. As you exhale, hands to your heart center, mountain pose. One more round like that. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach your arms. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing for a moment, finding that balance, the intensity and softness, movement and stillness. Couple more rounds like that. Connecting the breath to the movements, creating that synchrony. Inhale, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach your arms. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Root to rise. Inhale. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Place your hands onto your mat. Step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left knee onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, come up into your low lunge position, Anjaneyasana. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, bring your interlace to the right side of the waist. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears, right ear towards your right shoulder. Allow your head to be heavy, lengthening the left side of the neck. Bring your chin toward your chest, lift your head up. Bring your arms behind your back. Let go of your interlace. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off the mat. Step back into high plank position. Lower down, low plank. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Left knee to your forehead, shoulders over your wrists. Step your foot. Stand the ball of your right foot. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge position. As you exhale, hands onto your mat. Step your right foot to your left foot, feet together, knees together, bend your knees. Chair pose. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Reach your arms towards the sky, big circle. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto your mat. Step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, come up into your low lunge position. Second side. Interlace your hands, the opposite thumb on top. Lengthen your spine. As you exhale, bring your interlace to the left side of the waist. Elbows in, shoulders away from the ears. Left ear towards your left shoulder. Bring your chin toward your chest. Lift your head up. Let go of your interlace. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee off the mat. Step back, high plank. Lower down, low plank. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. Lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Right knee to your forehead, shoulders over your wrists. Step your foot. Stand the ball of your left foot. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Step your left foot to your right foot, feet together, knees together, and bend your knees. Chair, inhale. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto your mat. Step back, high plank position. Lower down, low plank. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From mountain pose or from downward facing dog, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet together, knees together, bend your knees. Chair, inhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Now, mountain pose. Pausing here for a moment. Close your eyes. Noticing once again the connection to the mat or to the earth. With your eyes closed, allow yourself to reconnect to your breath. Your inhales and your exhales. Open your eyes, bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto your mat. Step, maybe lightly float. Vinyasa. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale. Let it out. From downward facing dog, on your inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. So now we're adding a little bit of play. Step your right foot to the front of the mat. Maybe you step, maybe you add a little bit of handstand play. So switch the legs, step your right foot to the front of the mat. Left ball of the foot onto the ground, come up into crescent lunge position. As you exhale, hands onto your mat, step your left foot to your right foot, feet together, knees together, bend your knees. Chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center and twist to your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, come back into chair, one breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands onto your mat, step, float. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog position. Lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Step your left foot to the front of the mat. Once again, maybe you play. Inhale, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, hands onto your mat. Step your right foot to your left foot, feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left side. Inhale, come back into chair, one breath. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment, reconnect into your roots, reconnect into your foundation. Open your eyes, bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands onto your mat. Step, maybe float, maybe Bakasana, knees onto your upper arms. Big toes touching, heels to sit bones, step, float. Make your way back, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale, let it out. From downward facing dog, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat. Step, maybe float, maybe handstand. Step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, come back up into crescent lunge position. As you exhale, hands to your heart center and twist to your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Look down, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Straighten your front leg, right hip back, left hip forward. And rebend your front knee, lower your left heel onto your mat, align heel to arch. Extended side angle, left arm all the way over your head. Using your inhales to create length and extension. Using your exhales to open your chest a little bit more towards the sky. Extend your left arm up, look down, press your heels into the mat, rise all the way up into warrior two position. Flip the palm reverse. Exhale, hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Spin on the ball of your left foot, lower your left knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Straighten your front leg. half split, maybe full split, see how you feel today. Right hip back, left hip forward in any case. Rebend your right knee, place your hands onto your mat, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off the mat. Standing split, lift your left leg into standing split. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, handstand. Step your left foot to your right foot or bring your feet between your hands. Chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to your right side, chair twist. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, side crow. Parshvattanasana. Come back into chair, 1 breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Separate your feet hip distance. Catch your big toes with your 2 peace fingers. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull your toes towards your elbows to the sides. Let go of your toes. Place your hands onto your mat. Step float. Make your way back, downward facing dog position. Lift your left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Square your hips back towards the mat. Step your left foot in between your hands. So once again, you know your options. Maybe you play. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Twist to your left side. Look down, place your hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Straighten your front leg, wide-legged pyramid pose. Rebend your front knee, lower your right heel onto your mat, extended side angle. Right arm up, look down, rise all the way up into warrior 2 position. Flip the front palm, reverse. Exhale, hands onto your mat, frame your front foot. Lower your right knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Straighten your front leg, half split, maybe full split. Rebend your front knee, tuck your right heels, lift your right knee off the mat. Rebend your front knee, once again, standing split. So option 1, you stay. Option 2, you play. If you feel quite stable here, maybe you add some leg variations. You can go into straddle, diamond, toes touching, knees to chest, and extend your legs. And then slowly replace your left foot to your right foot, feet together, knees together, chair, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center, twist to your left side. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, side crow. Come back into chair, 1 breath. Rise all the way up to standing mountain pose. Closing your eyes for a moment, reconnecting to your breath. Reconnecting to your roots, reconnecting to your senses, the sounds, reconnecting to this experience right now. Open your eyes, bend your knees, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift your heels off the mat, off the ground. And as you exhale, bring your hips all the way down towards your heels. Lower your knees onto the ground. Bring your right hand towards your right ankle. Lift your hips, lift your chest. As you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels. So half camel pose. Lift your hips, lift your chest. Counter action to those arm balances. Opening, lengthening the front of your body. And as you exhale, lower down. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, both hands towards your ankles. Lift your hips and lift your chest. As you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heels. Place your hands onto your mat. Lift your knees, lift your hips. Downward facing dog position. Maybe Readjusting the position of your hands and your feet. Probably down dog was a little bit too short. Take an inhale and let it out. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your right hip open, flip the dog wall thing, maybe full back bend. Come back into your three-legged dog. Extend your right leg all the way back, right knee to your left elbow, twist, fallen triangle. Left arm up and all the way over your head. Replace your left hand on the mat, extend your right leg all the way back. Three-legged dog. Step your right foot, see the outside of your right hand. Left knee onto your mat, untuck your toes. Lizard pose. We are adding a quad stretch. Maybe you stay, maybe you lower onto your forearm. Let go of your variations. Place your hands onto your mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off the mat. Extend your right leg all the way back. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg behind you, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotate your left hip open. Flip the dog into wall thing, maybe a full back bend. Come back into your three-legged dog. Left knee to your right elbow, twist. Fallen triangle. Replace your right hand on the mat. Extend your left leg all the way back. Left knee to your left elbow. Lizard pose. Second side. Aligning your left knee above the ankle, your toes 10 o'clock. Let go of your variations, hands onto your mat. Extend your left leg all the way back. Shake it out. Step back, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale and let it out. From downward facing dog, lower your knees onto your mat. Keeping your toes tucked. So now we are combining those two back bends we have done before, going back into camel pose. So lengthening the front body. And as you exhale, bringing your chest towards the sky. Maybe you stay here, maybe you release your hands towards your ankles, maybe you transition into full back bend. And coming out in the same way. Untuck your toes, bring your hips towards your heels. Pause here for a moment. Listening, noticing how does my spine feel? How is my lower back? We never want to feel any pain or discomfort in the lower back. Place your hands onto your mat, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips, downward facing dog position. Take an inhale, let it out. Lower your forearms onto your mat, dolphin. Lift your elbows off the mat, downward facing dog. Let's see it once again. Lower your forearms onto your mat, dolphin. So option one, you stay here. Option two, you transition into forearm balance, which is called Pincha Mayurasana. So maybe one leg at a time, stabilizing that. Maybe adding a back bend if you wish. Bend your knees, slowly bring your chest through your upper arms. Maybe transitioning into full back bend. Coming out. Into standing. Close your eyes for a moment, allow yourself to reconnect to your breath, to your physical body. Reach your arms towards the sky, big circle. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, half a lift. Now we are adding a standing twist. Left hand down, right arm up. Maybe you stay here, maybe you bind behind your left leg. Relax your head, relax your neck. Change to the other side, right hand down, left arm up. So using your inhales to create length in your spine and then twisting to your left. Let go of your bones. Place your hands onto your mat. Come into a seated position. Allow yourself to be still for a couple of moments. Allow yourself to close the eyes. Allow yourself to digest the practice, to memorize all the movements, to slow down the breath, to slow down the thoughts, to slow down the movements, to come back to that rest and digest state of the nervous system. And very gently start to make your way back. Start deepening your breath, noticing the sounds, moving your head from side to side. Bring your hands to your heart center. Allow yourself to observe and notice any shifts, any difference in your physical body, in your energy, in your mind. Take a deep inhale. Let it out. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself. Thank yourself for being playful, for being curious, for exploring what is possible for you. Namaste.